Do I use Twitter for Minnesota real estate investing traffic? Absolutely. I use the hashtag, right? I connect my Twitter. I don't usually just use Twitter just by itself as an app. I usually have it connected on the back end of my posts for Instagram. And then I also have it as kind of the back end for Periscope as well when I do videos. I make sure that my videos on Periscope use good keywords in the title. A lot of times in Minnesota real estate investing. And then also I'll throw some hashtags in there from time to time. Instagram, when I post something, I really post it for Instagram, and I use those 30 strategic hashtags specifically that work on Instagram. But I catch some good rankings on Twitter with those hashtags as well because of the 140 characters, right? So sometimes they'll show up, sometimes they don't. Based on my 140 characters, and if I decide to give a description from my SEO, from my blog, and when I repurpose that on Instagram and so forth. So sometimes those hashtags don't all make it. But keep in mind too that there's kind of a couple different ways to look at the Twitter hashtags. Sometimes you're using not very popular Twitter hashtags, so there's not a lot of competition, so you might be at the top of the search results for that hashtag for weeks. Whereas really popular ones, you might not last very long, but it also gets a lot more search traffic. So either way, just make sure you put in those hashtags, targeted ones, on Periscope. Also, you want to make sure that you're doing it on Instagram. And then also, I'll talk about it in one of the other videos, but I'm using an app called Crowdfire that I have connected to Twitter to build up my Twitter list. I had a guy that used to hire, I forget the name of the program, is Tweet Attacks or something like that. Tweet Adder, I think is what it is, and just used to do the follow and like search by hashtags and all that stuff to build up to my Twitter. Got up to like 32,000 people years ago. Not all local, not all real estate, but I did have that built up a long time ago. So lots of different ways to build up Twitter, but I use Twitter as kind of the back end aggregator for the followers based on hashtags, based on all the other stuff I'm doing. So but the hashtags in the search results on Twitter and having lots of seeds planted, that's how I see it as a search engine optimization play. And if you get the right followers, like real targeted followers, then they're going to follow your stuff later on, and you'll get a lot of continuous recurring traffic from that.